How do I get great engineers to join my startup? It shouldn't be a surprise that you're going to need great engineers to join your startup if you're going to be successful. And it shouldn't be a surprise that the competition for the best engineers is fierce. So, how do you get great engineers to join your startup? That's what today's video is all about. I'll share with you my secrets based on building a team of great engineers to reliably getting great engineers to join my startup and stay at my startup. And the great thing about what I'm going to tell you is you don't have to overpay to get these great engineers to join your startup. I hope you like it. Hi, I'm Brett. On my channel, I help early stage startup CEOs like you raise money and grow your startup. So, if this sounds like you, then hit the subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time I release a new video. Let's get started. I'm going to assume that you and your CTO or VP of engineering have already technically vetted the candidate. Let's also assume that the candidate fits your company culture too. So, you have a really great engineer, and it's your job to close the engineer to get them to join your startup. How do you do this? It boils down to the secret I'm going to share with you today. You have to sell your ass off. How do you do this? There are 5 secrets to this. Plus, you'll definitely want to listen to my one final thought segment at the end of today's video because it might be the most critical piece of the whole recruiting process. Let's start with the first one on my list. Number 1, have a great technical co-founder. Okay, how is this related to selling your ass off? Well, the first engineer you're going to have to sell on joining your startup is your VP of engineering or CTO. The CTO role is critical because this person sets the quality level for every other technical person that joins your startup. It goes back to the old saying that A players hire other A players and B players hire B and C players. I can't say this strongly enough. You cannot expect great engineers to join your startup unless you have a great leader running the engineering organization. For example, the VP of engineering at the company I was working at before I started my own company, his name was Wayne, we'll call him Wayne, was a B player at best. And Wayne was only able to recruit B and C level engineers to his team. And the output from this team of B and C players was just as you would expect, B and C quality. I have learned from that bad experience. I was fortunate in that I was able to recruit a great co-founder to become our VP of engineering. Jeroen was a leader that other great engineers wanted to work with. Let's move on to the second thing on my list. Number 2, share your vision. Great engineers have a choice of where they work. They have to believe that the choice of working with you is going to be better than every other choice they have. My point is this: you can't hold back when you're recruiting great engineers. You have to share exactly what your company is going to do. Then, you have to share how this great engineer fits into your vision. If you're evasive, you will not recruit the engineer. Yes, I totally get the concern that the information about what your company is going to do will leak. However, I would look at leaks as the price you pay for hiring great engineers. That's a trade I would make every single day. Next, let's move on to number 3 on our list. Number 3, be transparent. Great candidates are going to want to know everything about your company. For example, they're going to want to know what your revenue is at. They're going to want to know how much cash you have left. They're going to want to know when you're going to run out of that cash. And they're not wrong to want to know any of these things. In fact, I view it as a positive when a candidate wants to know this type of information because it shows their interest in your company. So now, your job is to tell them what they want to know. After all, they're going to find out anyways. More importantly, the transparency you're showing starts the process of building trust between you and your prospective employee. Again, I wouldn't worry about any of this information leaking because what is somebody going to do with this anyways? And remember, the upside is you give yourself a much better chance of hiring the great engineer that's in front of you. Next, let's move on to number 4 on our list. Number 4, pay them fairly. I think it's actually a red flag when you have to overpay to hire talent because you're likely hiring mercenaries that will leave your startup for a better offer the first chance they get. Instead, pay engineers maybe slightly above the 50% point on the salary range. Then, you should also be consistent with your compensation structure. Let me explain what I mean. Let's say you hire 2 people that are clones of each other at exactly the same time. You should pay these engineers exactly the same amount. If you pay one engineer significantly different than the other, then you'll end up with a lot of unhappy employees. Always assume that everyone will know what everyone else makes. Therefore, if you are consistent and pay engineers at the center of the market, your team will feel they are being paid fairly, and that's what you want. Add in all the other things I've mentioned today, and you'll have a team that will likely stick around for a long time. Next, let's move on to arguably the most important one on the list. Number 5 on our list. Number 5, speed kills. The great advantage that every startup has is you can literally get an offer to a great candidate the same day you interview them. Getting an offer to a candidate the same day you meet with them shows 2 great things to the candidate. The first is you're moving fast. So that shows that you're really interested in hiring this person. The second is moving fast is a sign of a well-run company. It sets the expectation that your company will get things done. Now, if this content is resonating with you, then please hit the like button right now. Now, one final thought. Keep really close to the engineers you're recruiting once they've agreed to join your startup. Just because a candidate has agreed to join your startup doesn't mean the candidate will actually show up and join your startup. Make it a habit to regularly check in with the candidate. I continue being transparent and share good news that's happening along the way that keeps the candidate involved in the company. Answer any questions they have. Tell them how excited you are to have them as part of the team. You get the idea. Now, what did you learn from today's video? Put your answer in the comments column below today's video. And if you have any questions for me, put them in the comments column too, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Now, I have one more thing for you today. It's my free startup pitch deck template. It has all the slides you need to develop an awesome pitch deck. Click the link below today's video and it's yours for free. And if you haven't already, then please join my free group of startup CEOs called Zero to Pitch. It is a community for startup CEOs focusing on growing their early stage startups and startup CEOs raising money for their early stage startups. Click the link below this video to join. Finally, click the subscribe button to get notified every time I release a new video. I'm Brett at brettjfox.com. Thanks for watching today. Take care. Bye.